Story of Charles Dickens, The Value of Imagination. Charles Dickens was born in 1812. His father was a clerk in southern England. He wasn't paying much, so his family lived in an old rundown house. Then Mr. Dickens lost his job, so they moved to London. Mr. Dickens still couldn't find a job and went deep into debt. One day, the police debt. One day, a police cop showed up and asked Mr. Dickens if he could pay his debts. When Mr.
debate 是什么知道吗
debate
辩论
好
date 是债务
debt. When Mr. Dickens said he didn't have enough money, a police asked that he had to go to the debater prisons. With no one to support them, Mr. Dickens and children, especially Charles, moved into prison with their father. Even though Charles was only 12 years old, but he got a job at a dirty, dark shoe polish factory, working 12-hour days. He scarcely made enough money to buy bread and rent a bed in an old room. Charles wondered what would become of him. Desperate, Charles' father studies shorthand. When he received some money from a relative, he paid his debts and went out of debt and go out of prison. Debt and went out of prison. Then he found a job as a court reporter. Charles quit his work and went to school. The teacher was cool, but Charles studied hard and learned quickly. He also studied people paying attention what they did and why they did it. He also noticed the look and smell of places. After 2 years, he got a job as a reporter at England's Houses of Parliament. Even though he found this job fascinating, but he wondered why they don't adopt law to help the poor people. Then one day Dickens decided to be imaginative and he wrote a story of his own. Every caricature seems to be a little like someone he had known. Finally, one evening he dropped off his story under the pseudonym's boss at the monthly magazine office.
那个书的那个 T 也不发音啊你怎么还要给我发口音出来
是 A month after Dickens shouting joyfully, "They print my story, I'm an author." The magazine want more and more story by boss. Soon Dickens was writing story about children working in factories, the family living in debtor prison, and the poor people being hungry. He made story fun to read in high hopes that people would take action about things were wrong. Dickens wrote stories about people such as David Copperfield and Oliver Twist. Folk around the world were fascinated by the people his imagination brought to life. In Dickens' story, people can conceive the way a shoe polish factory looks, or learn how being in a debtor prison feels. Dickens' books also became popular in America. When he went to America to read his stories to people, large stores greeted him. While he was there, England passed the law to protect children who have to work. Parliament also closed debtor prison and passed law so that the poor children attend school. After Dickens returned from America, a great dinner was given in his honor. Your imagination, Mr. Dickens, has given us great pleasures. one host. You have become the most popular novelist of our time, and you have helped to change some of our laws so that it is more fair to the people. A woman exclaimed excitedly when she meets him on the streets. Mr. Dickens, let me touch the hands that had filled my house with many friends. That pleasure pleased Dickens the most.
How